Player can do better. Let's talk about further conversation, especially from Europe. And move and talk about a big game. Afterwards, we'll talk about Liverpool's concern with Virgil van Dijk complaining about the teammates. But let's start with Manchester City. It was a game at the Amex Stadium against Brighton. One outstanding game you could look out for. Man City has had six games now to play, or before now to play. Now it's cut to 5 after going to the Amex Stadium against Brighton and getting the better of Brighton Football Club at their home. 4-0. A similar style of play for both sides, but Manchester City came out top and showing class and dominance, speaking a statement telling everyone they're set to pick the title, cutting the gap between Arsenal at the top of the English Premier League to 1 point now. But a fascinating conversation with where David is now. Kevin De Bruyne is scoring the opener for them, a diving header, his first goal as a header in the English Premier League ever in his career. A massive. Phil Foden also scoring. Kevin De Bruyne in the last 5 matches has scored, last 5 matches rather scored 4 goals, and that's interesting. Phil Foden, 23 goals in our competition now after scoring a brace, and Julian Alvarez scoring in this regard now and saying no problem about Erling Haaland, I can score.
23 goals for Phil Foden, none has come via the penalty box. From the penalty,
absolutely fantastic.
It
reminds me of a conversation yesterday. Anyway,
I don't know how we make this penalty thing a situation. Basically, penalties are goals.
Well, I'm just looking at.
Yeah, we know.
I'm just looking at.
We know, but it takes something off the other player that's sacrificing and scoring the bulk of a goal.
It also takes something off the player scoring the penalty.
But it's not
scoring penalties are not so easy.
No, it's not so easy, but it's easier than scoring real goals.
No, bloody, we can't say that. How about tap-ins? How about tap-ins? You know,
tap-ins a lot of work.
No,
a lot of what you have to run and be in the right place. And skip through defenders and score.
I'm not going to agree to that.
No, Mari, it is. No matter how, whether you agree or not, it is. Everyone is clear about it.
Situation here, UT. You're at the box, right? Somebody does.
You're not alone.
For instance, the goal Dembele scored for PSG against Lorient 2 days ago. Dembele was just there. Mbappe did love the job. Square the ball for him. All you have to do is tap it.
Mari, here's the work.
An open net.
Let's put it. Right. Let's agree to something. Here's the work.
Yeah.
This one, you're given the ball on the spot. You and the goalkeeper. Yeah. No distraction, no nothing.
Do you know how much stress?
Don't decide.
Do you know how much pressure?
There's pressure.
There's
pressure, but it's not the same demand.
No, blind.
No matter how I want to say it cannot. We agree.
That's why we don't have
we agree.
Many players who has penalties.
No, we can't take.
The thing is,
we can take it off penalty takers.
The truth is, if you give a player opportunity to be taking penalties, he'll end up being a specialist.
No, we've got several players who have
the
best of the
best miss penalties. So my point is,
my
point is, you can't take the shine off players that score penalties just because some players are not scoring penalties. Penalties are goals.
What we're saying is, if everyone gets to have the opportunities, for example, if we keep Phil Foden, he scored 23 goals in our competition. If Phil Foden were to score penalties like maybe 7 other players, then it could have been 30 goals. It could have been 30 goals. But you never can tell.
But what's the reason he's not taking penalties?
Because probably there's someone else who's taking penalties.
That's the conversation. It's better taking penalties.
Often given to the striker.
My point is, goals are goals.
Goals are goals.
Exactly.
But penalties are easier. Penalties are easier.
No, they're not easier. Penalties are not easier.
Let's talk about
if they were easier, Nigeria would be winning the AFCON.
All right, guys.
That's the conversation.
We've ended up. How many penalties have Nigeria kicked to the AFCON?
No, but they win the AFCON.
Come on, Mari.
Win competitions.